I think it's now appropriate to talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm just going to say this right now. This statement right here might infuriate Milwaukee Bucks fans. Quite frankly, I really don't care. I am here to tell you the truth and tell you what you need to hear. And by the way, what I've learned from, putting out content is this. A lot of people don't like to hear the truth, okay? In reality, if you can go out there and tell the truth, just tell the truth, and, you'll get attention even if you don't want it sometimes, okay? But here's the thing. Giannis Antetokounmpo will not win a championship until he gets another superstar player by his side. And even then, it's not quite guaranteed. But in order for Giannis Antetokounmpo to compete for a championship and truly have a chance of winning an NBA Finals, he needs another superstar by his side. And by the way, that is okay. You want to know why? Because LeBron James does not win 4 NBA championships if he doesn't have Dwayne Wade, if he doesn't have Chris Bosh, if he doesn't have Kyrie Irving, if he doesn't have Kevin Love, if he doesn't have Anthony Davis. Kevin Durant, if he didn't have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson by his side in Golden State, probably doesn't win those championships. Kawhi Leonard had Hall of Fame players in San Antonio when he won a championship. And as dominant as Shaquille O'Neal is, one of the biggest reasons why he won a championship, or I should say championships, the biggest reason why he won 4 championships in his career was because he played alongside the 2 best shooting guards of all time, not named Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Dwayne Wade. Okay? I like Chris Middleton. He's a nice player. He had an unbelievable game-winning shot in Game 1 versus Miami a couple of nights ago. And Milwaukee's looking good versus Miami. But he's not a superstar level player. There's a ceiling with Chris Middleton. Okay? And Chris Middleton right now is the number 2 option on that team. For me, I want Chris Middleton being my number 3 option. Okay, that's just me though. Drew Holiday, he's a good player. He's an upgrade over Eric Bledsoe. But not enough star power for me, okay? And while Milwaukee has made some moves to improve this team, I don't think they've made enough. And everyone talks about how the Miami Heat should be crucified for not trading for James Harden. The Boston Celtics should be crucified for not trading for James Harden. What about the Milwaukee Bucks, people? Milwaukee is not a big-time free agent destination. James Harden was there for the taking. And the Milwaukee Bucks didn't even go after him. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, Milwaukee apparently actually appears to match up well with Brooklyn, even when they have James Harden. Imagine if Giannis and the Bucks had James Harden. They'd be honestly maybe the favorites to come out the East. But Milwaukee couldn't get the deal done. And look, Giannis is a great player. In my opinion, he's a top 10 player in the NBA right now. That should not be up for debate, okay? You could even make the argument that Giannis is the best big man in the game of basketball. I mean, obviously you have Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic, but he's in that conversation, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's won multiple MVPs, even though I think he should have only won 1 MVP up to this point. I think James Harden should have won the 2018 MVP award, and Giannis, he deserved that second MVP award, but not the first one. Giannis is very dominant on defense, and he's a very talented player. But there's a trend with Giannis Antetokounmpo in the playoffs. He has not proven that he can be a closer. He's a liability late in games at the free throw line. And he's often a lesser version of himself in the playoffs. And his lack of having a diverse offensive skill set has hurt the Milwaukee Bucks late in these playoff games a lot of times. Okay? Giannis Antetokounmpo needs a player by his side to make plays for him and to take the pressure off of him and to go out there and score 20 to 30 points on any given night if need be. The Milwaukee Bucks rely way too much on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay? Now, I don't know how long Giannis is going to stay in Milwaukee. He may stay in Milwaukee for his entire career, but, wherever Giannis ends up in the future, if he stays in Milwaukee, if he goes somewhere else, I would advise Giannis to team up with another superstar player, because I don't think Giannis is quite as great as the LeBrons, the Kevin Durant, the Steph Currys, the Luka Doncic's, the James Hardens of the world, to truly carry a team to a championship. And a lot of players aren't good enough to carry a team to the championship. They need help, okay? He's not quite an elite NBA superstar. And quite frankly, he's a big man that has limitations, and he just needs another guy by his side. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, but that's the hardest reality. Until the Milwaukee Bucks get another superstar beside Giannis Antetokounmpo, I can't take them seriously to beat Brooklyn. Maybe they can beat Philadelphia if Brooklyn gets upset and get to the finals, but I don't trust them to beat the Lakers. You know, this Milwaukee Bucks team is good. They have some nice pieces, but they need another star besides Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I don't think they have it. And until Giannis gets another superstar by his side, I don't see him competing for championships legitimately anytime soon.
Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.